the news, all the news coverage we've been having with it. So we have a bill that was a year in the making. We just got a sponsor for it. We're hoping within the next week we'll get a number for it so it can be introduced to be voted on. It's not meant to release everybody out of prison. That is one thing that people are getting misunderstood about. But it is
If you could put your email
to release the right people. There are about 8,000 inmates that do go up for the parole board. 4,000 of them are considered old law inmates, which are prior to July 1st, 1996. Hundreds of them are juveniles that are continuously being flopped or continued by the parole board way past their minimum sentences. We are trying to correct that. We're trying to correct they're doing things such as eating while the inmates are trying to speak in their hearings, getting up and walking out, answering personal phone calls. They don't have the proper paperwork in front of them for the inmate, so they're making decisions on somebody else, and then they get flopped 10 more years. So this is what our bill is about. The bill can be viewed on our website, which is fairtreatmentreformandreentry.org.
It's also on our business card as well.
We also have a conference coming up in August where the Public Defender's Office will be coming and speaking on wrongful convictions, juveniles, basically juvenile lifers. They'll do an expungement workshop. We'll have several speakers coming. The person who wrote our bill will also be doing a workshop. The State House representative who is going to introduce our bill will be there as well. Judge Vandekar, I believe, is going to be there to speak. So.
And we have vendors and vendor tables available if anybody would like one, that for $20 to help cover our cost of the conference. We also have a baseball night out, which they're going to recognize our group at the Columbus Clippers game. It's on the other side of the flyer. But the conference, if you would be able to promote it within your church, because prison reform hits pretty much every church. At least most pastors will know someone that was incarcerated. And we do not advocate for any certain individual. We do believe people should be held accountable, but enough is enough. And I believe most people can change if they choose to do so, but then there's that small percentage that refuses to change. But we passed around a flyer to put your email on it, and once it fills up once I just turn it over so that we could keep everybody posted. If you'd like a copy of our bill, we could email it to everybody here. And then we're still waiting for the House version, which will be the same as ours.
So it's being introduced on the Senate side first?
The House.
The House side.
Right.
Who is the sponsor?
I think we could probably say here, but we just can't bring it out on social media, but it's State Representative Brinkman, a Republican from Cincinnati.
Strong word.
A very strong Republican. We have Adam Miller. Yeah, Adam Miller called and wanted to be a co-sponsor on it, and I believe Bill Seitz maybe. But this is going to be, we are hoping to get it passed by December.
Okay. Yeah, we won't say those names outside of this. You all will announce that at some point.
Well, we've had a lot of news coverage on it, and they're continuing to follow us through the process, so we don't want,
And
we get negative feedback, so.
And we have Black Parole out of Upper Arlington that will promote people's cases, and as people send letters against them, they've been really coming after us pretty hard. And what they don't realize is, we don't fight for any one person to come out, but we do fight that they have a fair chance. And I think everybody deserves a fair chance, no matter what their faith is, race is. And, we have pro board members that will make racial comments. We had one against a Spanish guy. You know, they asked for an interpreter, and the guy said, no, this gives me a reason to give you 5 more years, because you can't speak English.
So what's the group that's opposing you from UA?
Black Pearl is an attorney from Upper Arlington that really hates anybody that makes mistakes. You know, and the sad thing is, he was a defense attorney. So, you know, it's like so many attorneys that these inmates hired that didn't really do their job, or inmates have pled guilty to something they did not do because they were threatened that they were going to get either life, death. Her husband was a juvenile. They threatened him with the death penalty, and they can't execute juveniles in Ohio. You know, so he pled guilty because he thought he was going to get the death penalty. So, but we need the churches behind us. Without the churches, we don't have a great chance of winning.
Well, and it's also for reentry as well. You know, they need mentors when they're coming out, resources to help them with a stay out plan. You know, somebody that they can look up to and speak to if things get hard. And,
Right. And we're looking for a vehicle donation as well, so that we could assist them with employment searching, and our car kind of went astray. So and we've been asked to speak in Cleveland, Dayton, Cincinnati, and we're getting recognition even out of the state now. Other states are introducing our bill as well because they have issues in their states. Kentucky is one, Nebraska, and there's a couple other states I can't remember.
Great.
Are you working on bail reform also?
No, ours is primarily on the prison. There is a tremendous need with bail reform. We all know that, and judicial reform. But I think there's a couple of groups. I think Fathers' Lives Matter is one group that's working on that, and Black on Black out of Cleveland's working on that.
Also,
So-
Surge, Stand Up for Racial Justice had a workshop on that like a month ago, and Tynan of Surge knew all about some of the groups that are working on that.
Yeah, People's Justice Project is working on a reform right now.
Right, and we do have a couple more meetings today, but we wanted to share a little bit with this group, and you know, hopefully we can work together. It seems like this committee works a lot on social justice issues, and this is probably one of the largest ones at this point, with all the publicity that came out against the parole board. We've had ABC 6 followers around for the last 7 months, you know, on our bill. So I think we even have a victim on our board now, you know, and she went on behalf of the inmate, and they treat her like she's a criminal, you know, and she talks about divine forgiveness, you know, and how you can start healing once you forgive.
Yeah.
So,
Great.
but thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah. James, Candace, thanks for being here. And, we'll push out their contact info in the flyer and all that stuff in the Friday email.
Thank
So,
you.
Amanda, can you tell us about your